Have you ever brought home a gorgeous plant from a nursery, like one with shiny leaves, bold flowers, or thick, healthy foliage, only to realize later that it was a problem waiting to happen? Maybe it caused a rash on your skin, dropped poisonous berries your pet tried to eat, or spread so aggressively that it swallowed half your garden. I've been there myself. I've walked into nurseries confident in my choices, only to regret certain plants once they were in the ground. In this video, I'll reveal 7 of the most dangerous plants you should never buy from nurseries. I'll explain exactly why they're risky, whether that danger is to children, pets, or your local ecosystem. And I'll also share safer, equally beautiful alternatives that give you the same visual impact without the hazards. No scare tactics here, just smart, informed gardening decisions. And make sure you watch until the end, because chances are, at least one of these plants is already growing in your yard. 1. Oleander, the beautiful killer. If there's one plant that regularly tricks even experienced gardeners, it's Oleander, Nerium oleander. With its glossy evergreen leaves and lush clusters of pink, white, or red flowers, Oleander looks like the perfect low-maintenance dream shrub. It's commonly planted in resorts, city landscapes, and along highways because it thrives in heat, drought, and poor soil. But behind that stunning appearance is one of the most toxic ornamental plants you can grow. Every part of the oleander plant, leaves, flowers, stems, sap, and even the roots, contains powerful cardiac glycosides. These are compounds that directly affect the heart. In controlled doses, similar chemicals are used in heart medications. In oleander, however, they're completely unregulated and extremely dangerous. Ingesting even a small amount can cause severe nausea, vomiting, irregular heartbeat, seizures, and in extreme cases, cardiac failure. What makes oleander especially frightening is that its toxins remain active even after the plant is cut, dried, or burned. That means pruning without protection, or worse, inhaling smoke from burning branches, can actually lead to poisoning. Animals are just as vulnerable. Dogs, horses, goats, and livestock have all been fatally poisoned after chewing on fallen leaves or branches. Even dried leaves retain their toxicity, meaning the danger doesn't disappear when the plant looks dead. And while most adults aren't likely to eat garden plants, oleander's biggest risk lies in how ordinary and inviting it appears. Children are drawn to its colorful flowers, and the milky sap that leaks from broken stems looks harmless. A child touching the sap and then rubbing their mouth or eyes can experience irritation, or far worse. If you already have oleander in your landscape, there's no need to panic, but caution is essential. Always wear gloves and long sleeves when pruning. Never burn oleander trimmings. Never use branches as skewers or firewood. Keep pets and children well away from the plant. That said, if you'd rather eliminate the risk altogether, there are safer plants that provide the same beauty without the danger. Safer alternatives. Hibiscus. Large tropical flowers with bold color and zero toxicity. Plumbago auriculata, a sun-loving shrub that produces masses of soft blue flowers. Tacoma stands, yellow bells, bright trumpet-shaped blooms that attract pollinators instead of problems. Oleander is like a stunning movie star with a dark secret. Captivating, glamorous, and incredibly risky once you get too close. It's easy to fall for its looks, but beauty alone doesn't make a plant safe. Sometimes the smartest gardening choice is knowing which plants are better admired from afar. 2. Dieffenbachia, the painful houseplant. At first glance, Dieffenbachia, also known as dumb cane, looks like the ideal houseplant. It's tall, lush, and tropical, with beautifully patterned green and cream leaves. It tolerates low light, forgives missed waterings, and is often marketed as a beginner-friendly plant for homes and offices. Unfortunately, it's also one of the most irritating and toxic houseplants you can own. The danger comes from its milky sap, which contains calcium oxalate crystals, microscopic, needle-shaped structures that behave like tiny shards of glass. When the plant is bitten, crushed, or damaged, these crystals are released and embed themselves into skin, lips, tongue, and throat tissue. The result is immediate burning, swelling, and pain. Even a small bite can cause the mouth and throat to swell so badly that speaking becomes difficult or impossible, which is how the plant earned its nickname, dumb cane. Skin contact with the sap may cause redness, itching, or blistering. And if it gets into the eyes, it can cause intense pain and temporary vision problems. For pets, the risk is even more severe. Cats, dogs, and birds can experience drooling, vomiting, swelling of the mouth, and difficulty breathing after a single nibble. What makes Dieffenbachia especially dangerous is how common it is. You'll find it in offices, waiting rooms, schools, and living rooms because it's tough and decorative. But in homes with pets or children, it's a risk that's simply not worth taking. Safer alternatives. Calathea, stunning patterned foliage and completely non-toxic. Aglaonema Chinese evergreen, similar form and color variety with far less risk. Philodendron Brazil, easy care, trailing beauty with milder toxicity. If you already own a Dieffenbachia, take precautions rather than panicking. Wear gloves when handling or pruning. Wash hands thoroughly after contact. Keep it well out of reach of pets and children. Dieffenbachia may look calm and tropical, but it hides a painful surprise. Choosing safer foliage plants allows you to enjoy that lush indoor jungle look without risking burns, swelling, or emergency vet visits. Beauty in the garden, indoors or out, should never come with hidden pain. 3. Monkshood, the poison of legends. Known by names like monkshood, wolf's bane, or aconitum, this plant may be one of the most visually striking perennials you'll ever see, and also one of the most lethal. Its tall stems rise elegantly above the garden, topped with deep blue-violet flowers shaped like tiny hoods, giving it a mysterious, almost regal presence. But behind that beauty is a toxin so powerful, it has been feared for thousands of years. Every part of monkshood contains aconitine, an extremely potent neurotoxin. What makes this plant especially dangerous is that the poison doesn't need to be eaten. It can be absorbed directly through the skin. Even brief contact may cause tingling, numbness, burning sensations, dizziness, or nausea. In higher doses, aconitine interferes with both the nervous system and the heart, potentially leading to severe poisoning, paralysis, or sudden cardiac failure. Handling monkshood without protection is genuinely risky. The sap can enter tiny cuts or abrasions on your skin, causing prolonged numbness or pain that may last for hours or even days. This is not a plant you want to brush against casually while gardening. Historically, monkshood earned its dark reputation for a reason. Ancient hunters used its sap to poison arrows and spears, and in European folklore, it was associated with witchcraft, war, and death. Mythology even claims it sprang from the saliva of Cerberus, the three-headed guardian of the underworld, a fitting origin story for such a dangerous plant. In modern gardens, monkshood prefers cool climates, moist but well-drained soil, and partial shade. It's commonly planted in woodland-style borders where it can reach heights of 4 feet or more, standing out dramatically among softer foliage. But despite its ornamental appeal, its extreme toxicity makes it a poor choice for family gardens. Children and pets are at serious risk. Dogs and cats are especially vulnerable if they chew the leaves, flowers, or roots. Even small amounts can be fatal. Safer alternatives. If you love the tall, dramatic look without the danger, consider these options. Delphinium, equally impressive vertical spires in blue and purple. Lupine, colorful, pollinator-friendly, and safe to grow. Liatris, blazing star, striking upright blooms with no toxicity concerns. If monkshood is already growing in your garden, extreme care is essential. Always wear gloves and long sleeves when handling it. Wash tools thoroughly afterward, and never burn or compost the plant where pets could access the remains. Monkshood is breathtaking, mysterious, and steeped in history. But it's also a powerful reminder that beauty and danger often grow side by side. 4. Yellow Oleander, the deceptive look-alike. At first glance, yellow oleander, Cascabella thevetia, looks like the perfect, cheerful garden shrub. Its glossy green leaves, bright yellow trumpet-shaped flowers, and compact form make it appear friendly and harmless. In many warm regions, it's sold under appealing names like Lucky Nut Tree or Bee Still Tree, giving buyers a false sense of security. In reality, yellow oleander is among the most toxic ornamental plants commonly sold in nurseries. Closely related to standard oleander, this plant contains cardiac glycosides, chemicals that interfere directly with heart function. Every part of the plant is poisonous, but the seeds are especially dangerous. In tropical and subtropical regions, accidental poisonings, including fatal cases, have been widely documented, after ingestion of just 1 or 2 seeds. Symptoms can begin with nausea and vomiting, then progress to irregular heartbeat, seizures, and potentially cardiac arrest. Pets and livestock are equally at risk. Chewing on a single leaf or seed can cause serious illness. Even handling the plant and then touching your face or eyes without washing your hands can lead to irritation. Despite its drought tolerance and long blooming season, yellow oleander is a high-risk choice for home landscapes, especially in households with children, pets, or grazing animals. Safer alternatives. If you love bright yellow blooms but want peace of mind, consider these options. Tacoma stands, yellow bells, vibrant, drought-tolerant, and non-toxic. Allamanda cathartica, golden trumpet, tropical and showy with far less risk. Coreopsis, cheerful, pollinator-friendly, and completely safe. Yellow oleander is a perfect example of why gardeners shouldn't judge plants by appearance alone. Its sunny flowers hide a serious threat, and choosing safer alternatives lets your garden stay vibrant without putting anyone at risk. Sometimes the smartest garden decision is simply knowing what not to plant. 5. Philodendron, a hidden risk for pet owners. Philodendrons are some of the most recognizable and widely loved houseplants on the planet. They're lush, adaptable, and incredibly forgiving, the kind of plant that thrives even when you forget to water it once in a while. With their trailing vines, glossy heart-shaped leaves, and elegant tropical feel, it's no surprise they've become a staple in homes, offices, and indoor plant collections everywhere. But if you share your home with pets, philodendrons can quietly become a problem. Every variety of philodendron, including popular types like the heartleaf philodendron, Brazil, and Salome, contains calcium oxalate crystals. These microscopic, needle-shaped crystals are released when the plant is chewed or damaged. If a cat, dog, or small child bites into the leaves or stems, those crystals can cause immediate discomfort, including intense burning in the mouth, excessive drooling, swelling of the tongue and lips, gagging, and vomiting. While philodendron poisoning is rarely fatal, it is extremely unpleasant and frightening, both for pets and their owners. Many people only realize the plant's toxicity after an unexpected and costly trip to the veterinarian, when their pet starts pawing at its mouth or refusing food due to pain. Even human skin isn't immune. The sap can cause irritation or redness, especially for people with sensitive skin. And because many philodendrons trail or climb, their dangling vines are irresistible to curious pets. A single playful bite can release sap and trigger symptoms almost immediately. Despite these risks, philodendrons remain popular because they're incredibly easy to grow. They thrive in bright, indirect light, tolerate average household humidity, and only need watering when the soil partially dries out. But no matter how beautiful or low maintenance a plant is, safety should always come first, and especially in pet-friendly homes. Safer alternatives. If you love the tropical look but want complete peace of mind, consider these pet-safe options. Spider plant, Chlorophytum comosum. Easy to grow, non-toxic, and perfect for hanging baskets. Parlor palm, Chamaedorea elegans. Delicate arching fronds with a safe tropical vibe. Peperomia varieties. Compact, colorful, and completely pet-friendly. Philodendrons are classic, hardy, and undeniably beautiful. But for pet owners, they're often better admired from afar. Choosing safer greenery allows you to enjoy a lush indoor jungle without putting your furry companions at risk. 6. Sago palm, a deadly decorative plant. The sago palm, Cycas revoluta, looks like something straight out of a tropical postcard. With its stiff, glossy fronds arranged in a perfect circular crown and its slow-growing sculptural trunk, it adds instant structure and elegance to any space. Despite its name, the sago palm isn't actually a palm at all. It's a cycad, part of an ancient group of plants that existed more than 200 million years ago, back when dinosaurs ruled the earth. That prehistoric charm is exactly why landscapers and homeowners love it. Unfortunately, it's also one of the most dangerous ornamental plants you can bring into your home or garden. Every part of the sago palm is highly toxic, but the greatest danger comes from its large oval seeds, often called nuts. These seeds contain psychocin, a powerful toxin that attacks the liver, digestive system, and nervous system. For dogs and cats, ingesting even one single seed can lead to catastrophic liver failure. What makes the sago palm especially terrifying is how quickly the damage begins, and how late the warning signs appear. Pets may seem fine at first, only to begin vomiting, drooling excessively, or showing signs of weakness hours later. By that time, the toxin may already be causing irreversible organ damage. Advanced symptoms include seizures, jaundice, yellowing of the gums or eyes, internal bleeding, and collapse. Even with immediate veterinary care, survival rates are heartbreakingly low. Despite this, sago palms are still sold widely in nurseries, garden centers, and big box stores, often without clear toxicity warnings. They're especially common in warm climates like Florida, Texas, Arizona, and Southern California, where they're marketed as drought-tolerant, low-maintenance landscape plants. Many homeowners unknowingly plant them right where pets roam, creating a silent and deadly hazard. Humans aren't immune either. Children are at risk if they handle or taste the seeds, and even sap contact followed by touching the eyes or mouth can cause irritation and mild poisoning symptoms. Simply put, the sago palm is a risk no pet owner should take, no matter how stunning it looks. Safer alternatives. If you want that same architectural tropical feel without the danger, these plants deliver beauty without the threat. Foxtail fern, Asparagus densiflorus meyersi. Soft, feathery foliage with a tropical look and zero toxicity. Lady palm, Rapis excelsa. Elegant fan-shaped leaves, excellent for indoor or outdoor use, and pet safe. Areca palm, Dipsis lutescens. Lush, arching fronds that brighten spaces and are safe for pets. The sago palm may be ancient, dramatic, and undeniably eye-catching. But in a modern home with pets or children, it's simply not worth the risk. There are countless safer plants that offer the same beauty without the silent danger. 7. Castor bean. Beauty with a lethal secret. The castor bean plant, Ricinus communis, is the kind of plant that demands attention the moment you see it. It grows tall and fast with an unmistakably tropical look, dominated by enormous, glossy, star-shaped leaves that can range from deep green to rich burgundy or even metallic shades. Add in its vivid, spiky red seed pods, and it's easy to understand why gardeners are drawn to it as a bold statement piece. But beneath that dramatic beauty lies one of the most dangerous toxins found in nature. The true threat is hidden inside the plant's seeds, commonly known as castor beans. These seeds contain ricin, an extremely powerful poison capable of causing severe harm in astonishingly small amounts. Chewing just a couple of seeds can be fatal to an adult, while even less can be deadly for children or pets. Ricin works by shutting down a cell's ability to produce proteins, which leads to rapid organ failure once exposure occurs. What makes this plant even more dangerous is that ricin isn't only a risk if the seeds are swallowed. The toxin can enter the body through open cuts in the skin, or be inhaled as fine dust when dry seed pods are handled or broken apart. This means even cautious gardeners can be exposed without realizing it. Adding to the confusion, the plant is also the source of castor oil, a product widely used in medicine and cosmetics. Castor oil is completely safe because the manufacturing process removes the ricin entirely, but the raw seeds themselves remain extremely toxic. Their smooth, patterned appearance has caused them to be mistaken for decorative objects or beads, leading to accidental poisonings across the world. The castor bean is also an aggressive grower. In warm regions, it readily self-seeds and spreads quickly, which makes it both invasive and hazardous. For households with pets, young children, or even wildlife that might investigate the seeds, this plant represents a serious and ongoing risk. Despite its exotic appeal, the castor bean is not a plant that belongs in a home garden. Its danger far outweighs its ornamental value. Safer alternatives. If you love the look of oversized leaves and bold tropical drama, there are plenty of plants that offer the same visual impact, without the danger. Gunera manicata. Massive architectural leaves that create instant jungle vibes. Elephant ears, Colocasia or Alocasia. Lush, dramatic foliage perfect for tropical-style gardens. Farfugium japonicum, leopard plant. Broad, glossy leaves with striking patterns and a refined, exotic feel. The castor bean may be the ultimate example of deadly beauty, but there's no reason to take such an extreme risk. With so many safer options available, you can still enjoy a stunning tropical garden. and rest easy knowing everything in it is safe to grow, touch, and admire.